Greetings, Manchester City fan. If you're passionate about the club and want to stay up to date with everything happening in the City universe, you're in the right place. Before we begin, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any important updates about Manchester City. Manchester City is preparing for a busy summer transfer window, aiming to strengthen the squad after a season that didn't fully meet expectations. In January, the club made significant investments, bringing in Omar Marish, Abdulkader Kusanov, Vita Ri, and Nico Gonzalez, with a total spend of around $200 million. However, these reinforcements have yet to make the desired impact, with City currently in 5th place in the Premier League and eliminated from the Champions League by Real Madrid. With the intention of improving the midfield, City is eyeing new reinforcements, and among the most talked-about targets is young Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid. City's former financial advisor, Stefan Borson, commented that signing the French midfielder could be quite expensive, especially due to wages, making the deal a financial challenge. Camavinga was acquired by Real Madrid in 2021 for around $34 million, and although it was a promising signing, he has not been a regular starter, with 16 of his 27 appearances this season coming from the starting 18th. Borson believes that if Real Madrid decides to sell the player, the transfer price might be lower than expected, which opens up an interesting possibility for Manchester City. Speaking to Football Insider, Borson explained, "All these deals will be expensive. If Real Madrid wants to sell Camavinga, his salary will be substantial. The question is, who can afford him? Manchester United is probably out of the race. Arsenal is already strong in midfield, and Liverpool and City seem to be the most viable destinations in the Premier League for the 22-year-old. Paris Saint-Germain could also be an option, but the market for players of his caliber is limited." Looking to the future, the expectation is that City will make big moves in the summer market, especially with uncertainty surrounding the future of some key players such as Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva. Additionally, a report from Football Insider dated March 17th revealed that Calvin Phillips, currently on loan at Ipswich Town, is eager to return to Leeds United. The 29-year-old has not been a key figure in Pep Guardiola's plans and will likely be allowed to leave the club permanently. Now, dear City fan, Eduardo Camavinga's name is being linked to a possible transfer to Manchester City. But is he the right midfielder for Pep Guardiola's playing style? Share your opinion in the comments below. And before we move on to the next part of our analysis, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything happening at Manchester City. But what else is happening behind the scenes at the club? The financial investigation involving Manchester City continues to be a hot topic in the sports world. The club is being investigated for 115 alleged violations of Premier League financial rules, relating to the period between 2009 and 2018. These allegations involve failures to provide accurate information about player and coach contracts, misreporting revenues, and even a lack of cooperation with the investigations. However, Manchester City has always denied any wrongdoing. Striker Erling Haaland, one of the team's biggest names and a star of the squad, has shown confidence that the club will not face severe penalties due to these accusations. Haaland, who signed a lucrative 5-year contract with the club in January, has not shown concern about the potential consequences of the investigation. In an interview with Football Nor, Haaland stated, "I wouldn't have signed a 9.5-year contract if I was afraid of that." This statement reflects Haaland's confidence in Manchester City's future, even amid uncertainties. He is one of the team's pillars, having scored 29 goals this season, and stands out as one of the world's top strikers. Should the club face severe sanctions, Haaland is likely to attract the interest of other European giants, given his impressive performance. Among the 115 charges faced by City, 54 are related to the alleged failure to provide accurate financial data to the Premier League between 2009 and 2017. The league requires clubs to disclose financial details about their revenues, including sponsorship values and operational costs, such as player wages. Another 35 charges involve City's lack of cooperation with the Premier League's investigation between 2018 and 2023. The club has been accused of inflating sponsorship values and making misreported payments to players and coaches. The verdict on these charges could have significant consequences for the club, as well as broader impacts on the football world. Now that we've discussed the financial issues hanging over Manchester City, let's take a look at the future of the squad and the reinforcements the club may seek in the transfer market. One of the areas where City is focusing its recruitment efforts is midfield, a crucial position for Pep Guardiola's playing system. Manchester City's midfield has been a key part of Guardiola's philosophy, and the club is looking for options to strengthen this line. There are speculations that Mateo Kovacic, one of the players in the squad, may be leaving, which would further increase the need for a new player to bolster the area. Additionally, the futures of Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne, and Bernardo Silva remain uncertain, which has led to much speculation about possible departures or contract renewals. One of the most talked about names in recent days is João Gomes of AC Milan. The young midfielder, who has been impressing in Serie A, is being touted as a target for Manchester City in the upcoming transfer window. City is reportedly willing to invest around $50 million to secure his signing, and the player himself has shown interest in joining Guardiola's team. Although Gomes signed a contract extension with Milan until 2030, his future may be influenced by the situation at the Italian club. If Milan fails to qualify for next season's Champions League, they may be forced to sell some of their key players, including Gomes. This would open up an opportunity for clubs such as Manchester City, Chelsea, and Manchester United, who are also monitoring the midfielder's situation. João Gomes has had an impressive season, scoring 13 goals and providing 4 assists in 42 appearances across all competitions. His ability to arrive in the box and score goals is something that is currently lacking in City's playing system. In addition to his offensive contributions, Gomes is highly versatile, capable of playing as a defensive midfielder, central midfielder, or even as an attacking midfielder. His vision, precise passing, and dribbling ability are traits that would complement Guardiola's style of play perfectly. However, there is one point to consider. While Gomes is a player with a lot of potential, he still needs to improve his defensive strength and tackling. However, this aspect could be compensated by the presence of a world-class defensive midfielder like Rodri, allowing Gomes to focus more on the offensive side of the game. Without a doubt, he would be an excellent addition to City's squad, bringing even more dynamism to the midfield. With that said, Manchester City continues to monitor opportunities in the transfer market. The club seeks to strengthen its squad intelligently and strategically, aiming not only to bolster the team, but also to remain competitive in the top competitions it competes in. With each transfer window, City gets closer to consolidating a team capable of dominating European football, just as it already does in the domestic scene. Now, returning to an aspect we all love, signings and individual highlights. Over the years, Manchester City has been a true powerhouse in the transfer market. Since winning their first Premier League title in 2011 with that famous goal from Sergio Aguero, the club has never stopped growing. Since then, City has won 7 more league titles, making them the most successful club in English football in the past decade. One of the biggest signings in Manchester City's history is not among the most expensive transfers, but it is certainly one of the most impactful. Erling Haaland, the Norwegian phenomenon, joined the club in 2022 from Borussia Dortmund for $51 million, and since then, he has become one of the most essential players for the team. Haaland has made 137 appearances for City, scoring an impressive 119 goals and providing 18 assists. Furthermore, he is also a standout player for the Norwegian national team, with 38 goals in 39 international matches. His arrival at Manchester City was a real coup, and his goal-scoring ability has become one of the team's main weapons. He broke the Premier League record of 36 goals, surpassing legends like Alan Shearer and Andy Cole. Even more impressively, Haaland became the fastest player to reach 100 goal involvements in the league, reaching this milestone in just 94 matches, demonstrating his enormous ability to decide games and his consistency at a high level. In addition to Haaland, Manchester City has also strengthened with other major signings, such as the arrival of Josko Gvardiol, one of Europe's top defenders. The Croatian center-back was acquired from RB Leipzig in 2023 for $77.6 million, and since then, he has shown his worth in the team. Gvardiol has made 83 appearances for the club, scoring 10 goals and providing 4 assists. His versatility has been a great asset for Guardiola, as the player can operate as both a central defender and left-back, adding tactical flexibility to City's system. Gvardiol's development at Manchester City has been remarkable, particularly in terms of his passing accuracy and his ability to progress the ball efficiently. His offensive contributions have also been notable, as he has stood out not only as a defender, but also as an attacking option when needed. He has shown excellent chemistry with his teammates and is considered one of City's best signings since Haaland, given his immediate impact on the team. As Manchester City continues to evolve, one of the questions on the horizon is how the club will maintain its consistency at the top of world football. While reinforcements and signings play a crucial role in ensuring the team remains competitive, Pep Guardiola's philosophy is perhaps the biggest asset of City. The Spanish coach has been the archetype of the club's success in recent years, shaping a team that not only plays dominantly, but has also set a standard of excellence in both the Premier League and Europe. However, the pressure on Guardiola to maintain this level of success has never been higher. After winning all the possible domestic titles and finally claiming the much-coveted Champions League, City now has the responsibility of maintaining its supremacy, especially as other European powerhouses strengthen and seek the same glory. The competition will become increasingly fierce, not only in the Premier League, where Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester United aim to return to the top, but also in the European arena, with clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona always being title contenders. The issue of maintaining success is even more relevant when talking about key players such as Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, and Bernardo Silva. The trio has been instrumental in City's achievements over the last few seasons, and the potential departure of any of these players could signify a significant change in the team's dynamic. Gundogan, for example, has been a pillar in midfield, with his ability to control the tempo of the game and offer creativity. De Bruyne, on the other hand, is one of the best passers in the world and is vital in creating attacking opportunities. And Bernardo Silva, with his dribbling skills and ability to make quick transitions, has also been a key figure. It is precisely this base of experienced players that Guardiola knows he must protect while balancing it with new signings that will bring freshness and more options to the team. The balance between experience and youth is crucial to keeping Manchester City at the forefront of world football. Speaking of youth, the arrival of new talents at the club will increasingly become a necessity, especially if City wants to continue its successful trajectory. Although the team already has some of the brightest stars in world football, such as Haaland, Rodri, and Jack Grealish, it is clear that the new generations must be ready to take on their roles in the club's future. Manchester City's academy has shown promising talents, and this should be a priority for the club, investing not only in renowned stars, but also in young players with the potential to grow and become leaders within the team. But with so many uncertainties surrounding the future of some players and the ongoing evolution of the transfer market, how will City deal with the changes and the squad's needs? The 2024-25 season shapes up to be a significant challenge, where the club will need to prove once again its ability to adapt and withstand internal and external pressures. One thing is certain: the coming months will be crucial for Manchester City's future. The summer transfer window will be an opportunity for the club to address its gaps and ensure the team is well positioned to fight for more titles, not only in the Premier League, but also in the Champions League. Meanwhile, off-field matters such as the investigation into financial allegations and the uncertain futures of some key players will continue to hover over the club, creating an atmosphere of tension that, in some way, also fuels the desire for success and the motivation to achieve even more. In summary, Manchester City is going through a transitional phase where changes in the squad and strategic decisions may define the club's direction in the coming seasons. Guardiola's work and the club's strategy will need to be adjusted to face the challenges of a football world that never stops evolving. For City fans, it is an exciting time, full of possibilities, but also uncertainties. The key will be knowing how the club navigates these turbulent waters and continues its journey towards more titles, both domestic and international. Now, Manchester City fans, what do you think of the club's future? Will the summer transfer window be the turning point City needs to reach new glories? And what about the allegations hanging over the club? Will this affect the team's dynamic, or is it just a storm in a teacup? Share your opinions in the comments below. We look forward to hearing what you think. And with that, we've come to the end of another Manchester City news video. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share with your friends who are City fans. Keep following for more updates on everything happening in the world of Manchester City. See you next time, everyone.